Hi. As I'm recording this, it's December 23rd, nearly Christmas time. And so I wanted to make this video um, to kind of talk about one of my favorite Christmas memories. And while most people will recall some childhood memory, for me, one of my favorite memories is as an adult. I was probably in my 20s when this Christmas happened. And so, um, my favorite memory, and I can't remember exactly the year. It was like between 2004 and 2008. And this year, I remember I was out with my dad, and we were going to some stores. We would often spend Saturdays together going places and stuff like that. So, um, we were out, and of course, at Christmas time in America, you have the Salvation Army pretty much outside of every store. Uh, like a guy dressed up like Santa with a basket that you put money in. And I remember we went to one store, and as we approached that Salvation Army person, um, my dad went to put something in, and usually it's like you throw a dollar or a handful of change or something in this. And my dad looked, and he didn't have any change or any smalls, so he ended up the smallest one he had was a 10. So he said, "What the heck? It's a good cause." He dropped in the 10, and then this this process just kind of ballooned, and everywhere we would go, he would put more, and it became kind of an amusement to us because he just kept on putting more and more and more into these things, and yet the family didn't suffer. And so it was like, how much can you do before we start feeling it? Kind of like a joke like that. And so it got to the point where he was putting 50s in, and I think maybe even 100 in once or twice. So it was significant, and yet our family never lacked. Our family never suffered. We had food, we had gifts, uh, we had everything we needed, and yet he was able to just like pound all this money into this charity. And so that has stuck out to me ever since as my favorite Christmas memory, because it's just how God works. That we hear so much of this garbage from the prosperity gospel of give so that you get. But this mentality that he had on this in this Christmas season was give so that you can give more. And it was like give, okay, give more, give more, give more every time, give more, give more. And yeah, the family didn't profit. We didn't end up with more money. We but we didn't end up with less money. So that was the kind of the miracle of it, is that as much as he was giving and enjoying it, you could really tell he was enjoying it. He was telling me how fun it was, and yet we didn't lack anything. So instead of following this give so you can get, give so you can get rich, garbage of the prosperity gospel, it was give so you get more so you can give more, so you can get more so you can give more. So you don't gain, but you don't lose. uh, and in the process, you're helping people. So that was the great part of it, and that has always stayed with me as probably my favorite Christmas memory because my dad was happier than I'd seen him in a long time. And n- our family had everything we needed, and he was able to help, through the Salvation Army, help a lot that year. So that was one of my favorite memories. And I have a lot from Christmas, growing up as a child, and to me, there's all of this conversation. Um, and I just made a video recently, which I'll link to in the description, um, about kind of like the detailed history of Christmas and how it is separate from paganism. We hear so much about it, the date being pagan derived, and the Christmas tree being pagan, and all of these traditions being pagan. But I kind of showed through fact and history uh, that it's not so clear cut. It's not so clear cut. There's a lot of facts and a lot of information that tell us absolutely the opposite, that it's not pagan. But setting that aside, to me, what Christmas is Christmas has an effect on me, but I think on many people that uh, that I can't even describe. It's like you your heart opens in a different way. You feel in a different way. You experience sights and sounds in a different way. It's like everything becomes a little bit more vivid and a little bit more clear spiritually. And anything you do, the sense of it is kind of heightened. Uh, so to me, things like that show more than all the facts in the world, all of the, you know, this guy said this guy said that, all, but, above all of that, it shows that at its core, it is, um, it is a time, it is a celebration that can transform people, and it can transform people in a bad way if you're only focused on gifts and recognition and all of that. It can have a very, very negative effect. But if you don't fall into that, the the process of Christmas can really transform your heart and open it up. And to me, it's fitting that it's at the end of the year because it's like the best way to start that new chapter, that new year, through this kind of opening and heightened awareness and feeling of the spiritual gifts. Um, that tells me more than all of the facts and all of the history, because that's what I feel, and that's what people I've been around have felt in the past. Um, and so, regardless of what anybody says, what anybody any facts that anybody present, one way or another, that doesn't matter so much to me. Is that how Christmas has a way of heightening everything. So, like I said, it makes all of it seems like all of the emotions and feelings become heightened and more sensitive. And if you let it, that can be an amazing thing. But if you try to uh, fall into the trap of commercialism, it will heighten that too. And that can have very bad consequences. So if we follow God if we celebrate for the right reason and we celebrate the right person, our savior, then all of those heightened senses are magical. And I don't mean magic in like abracadabra, crap, but a mystery. It's like a mystery how it works in your mind and in your heart and makes all of the good inside well up and want to just explode out. Um, yeah, it's a mysterious, wonderful thing. And so I just wanted to make this video to just talk a little bit about experience rather than just facts and dates and history, actual experience. And that I don't believe that that comes from anything other than God. I don't think God, I don't think anybody or anything other than God can create that power and that mystery that comes along in this season and in this time. And like I said, it's a great way to start a new year strong. So thank you for spending a few minutes here listening to me ramble on about how I feel about this. And if you have a similar feeling or a similar outlook on this celebration, feel free to leave a comment and tell me about it. Or if you don't, uh, you can leave a comment. But I'm not accepting any comments from like argumentative people. I don't like arguing. So if you have a contrary viewpoint, you can post that, but I'm not going to get into some big argument. So that's just my thoughts and my feelings as we're nearly here at Christmas. So I hope you have a great day, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas. And I'll try to keep more videos coming if you really want them. Bye.